Hello, welcome back to the channel. My name is TCG Tornado. Before we move on, obviously I'm doing a deck tech. Hopefully you liked our local game store celebration that we did this past Tuesday, even though it was this past Saturday when the official one. Gerald, the store owner, wanted to do something for both me and Kyle since we're the only two guys currently coming to the LGS to play. So, this is going to be my current deck tech of Azalea, and I'll be doing it once again once I have my cards, and it may change again whenever Fest comes out. There's going to be a few cards that I still need. I got some from Kyle, who is a fantastic guy to play with, and yes, I know I trade an Enlightened Strike for what I got. But yes, I don't have a full playset of Enlightened Strike because I'm trying to collect these cards. But Enlightened Strike, I can't figure out where to put it in my deck, in any of my decks. So if I don't use it, why not trade it for stuff I do? So we'll get into that in a minute. So to start off, as you can see, this is a Blitz deck tech. We are playing with Azalea, and Azalea is actually my favorite. Azalea is my favorite hero, which I know Red Zone Rogue, I love his content. I know that's one of his favorites too. The weapon we are playing with is the Redliner. It's a Redliner. It's my favorite. It's my favorite bow for hers because of hers for what it does. And yes, I can. Oh, I forget what the other one does, but I love the Redliner over the other bow that she can have. Next, let's go on to the equipment. So, I run Talismanic Lens to see the top of my deck. I probably would be running the new Ranger Hood. It's coming out, so I can get the two Arsenal slots, which would be great for how this deck is set up. But Talismanic Lens is what I use because I don't have the money, nor have I pulled the new Ranger Hood, and I'm hoping to do so in Unlimited Aria. Let's just put it that way. Let's go on to this. This was an iron. Was this an Ironhide chest plate or something? Iron Rot chest plate. That's what it was. I actually switched it just recently out for the Blood Drop Brocade because I can gain one, especially if I've already dealt damage this turn or been dealt damage this turn, which can help with defense reactions in this deck, or if I will just want to keep attacking with arrows. So that's good. We're using the Bullseye Bracers to forcefully put an arrow face up into the arsenal, give it a +1 to go again with an Arcane Barrier 1, which is nice. I like how that works. Let me go back to the Azalea, sorry. I love her 1 per turn instant, so that way we can give stuff Dominate, which does help very much in this deck. Snapdragon Scalers give an action card with cost 1 or less and gain go again. All the cards in here are 1 or less, except for a defense reaction to put something on top, which negates the 2, and we'll get to that in a minute. So, to start off, and I'll show you what I got in here and what I want to replace to put in something else. Sorry so much. So, this is the only... I'm going to get another copy of this to put in here to take out a Pathing Helix. There's a reason why. So, Seek Horizon Red is an additional cost to play. Whoops! As an additional cost to play Seek Horizon, you may put your card... And the reason why they're hard to see is because I got these double sleeves, so I'm so sorry. So I'm going to read it. As an additional cost to play Seek Horizon, you may put a card from your hand on top of your deck. If you do, Seek Horizon gains go again. And I'll be going back over this so I can tell you what these do in conjunction with these cards. So yeah, you put card from your hand on top of your deck. If you do, it gains go again. That way, you can give this thing go again regardless. You put an arrow on top of your deck if you have something in your arsenal that you just want to put to the bottom. That's what you do. You gain go again. Popper once per turn action to put that in the arsenal, which is the biggest thing you can do. I've got one in here for now. I do have 2 Pathing Helixes in here. It's an arrow, so it can only be played from Arsenal and only if I control a bow, which I do. I want to get the Ranger's Hood, so I have 2 Arsenal slots for this and other stuff that you will see in a minute. If Pathing Helix and if Pathing Helix hits and you have no cards in your arsenal, you may put a card face down from your hand face down into your arsenal. Now, there may be a couple in here that I can actually switch out and keep the Pathing Helixes in, but I'm not quite sure yet. All right, so Bolt and Shot, I only have one of, once again. And so the other Pathing Helix I have is actually sitting behind here. But when Bolt and Shot's, and this one's a red one, when Bolt and Shot's attack is greater than its base attack, gains go again, and if it hits, reload. So you want to play an action before this, and then play the Bolt and Shot. I want to get one other. That's why this Pathing Helix is sitting behind. Next, okay, this was part of a trade that I made him to Kyle, who also goes to the store, for an Enlightened Strike, so I know he's happy with it. He was just very shocked that I traded. He got more value out of it than me, but to me, I understand price-wise, I didn't get as much value as he got, but for playability for this deck, I got a lot more, I think. At least for this deck. Endless Arrow! If Endless Arrow hits, put it into your hand. Very nice. That one's foil. That one's not. I got 2 Sleep Darts. This one's foil. If Sleep Dart hits a hero, they lose all hero card effects and activated abilities until the end of their next turn. Definitely fantastic for, say, Levia, because I've won like this before. Hit a Sleep Dart on Levia because they couldn't, because I got Dominate on it, couldn't do it. They had enough blood, Kyle had enough blood debt and just wiped the rest of his life out. Fantastic card, got 2 of them in here. Searing Shots, if it hits a hero, they lose 1 life, which can make all the difference because if they're, say, at 2 and they let 1 through, they lose both of that life, unless they can, like, instantly gain, which there are some cards. 2 of those. Hamstring Shot. If it hits a hero, their first attack during the next turn costs an additional resource. Can definitely be devastating if you can get at least some of it through, at least one of it through. 2 of those. Headshot Red. If Headshot is put into your arsenal face up against +2 until end of turn, fantastic in the red. Yeah, it costs 1, but that's okay. I'm wanting to get a second red. I only have a yellow right now, so I'm wanting to get a second red Headshot for that to finish that out. Now, onto other stuff I have. Here we go. I don't know how many, sorry, give me a second. I don't know how many people are actually running these defense reaction traps, because yes, you have to do it from Arsenal. That's why I want to get that Ranger Hood, because then I can use 1 Arsenal slot for arrows, maybe 2 at some point, and then also be able to have a trap or 2 in there as well. That's why I'm wanting to get the Ranger Hood. Hopefully I can get it soon. Rock Slide Trap, blue. It only comes in, the Rock Slide Trap only comes in blue. Target attack, it's -2 unless the attacking hero pays a resource. A lot of these traps, you have to pay a resource to negate what it does, but this one does block for 2. It's fine. I have a Razor Reflex, which I'm trying to get the Razor Reflexes out of here, so, but right now I have 2 of these in here. Pays for 1, it's an attack reaction. Target sword or dagger weapon gains +3, or target attack action card with cost 1 or less gains +3, and if it hits, this attack gains go again. There's 2 of those in here. Pitfall Trap, I actually do have 2 of those in here, one from the Lexi, one from the Lexi Blitz construction deck, and another one actually from Crucible War. Deal 2 damage to the attacking hero unless they pay 1. Cost 0, pitches for 2, defense for 3. 2 of those in there. Now, this one's also from this one's from Crucible. Tripwire Trap. Pitches for 1, costs 0, defense for 4. Hit effects don't trigger this chain link unless the attacking hero pays a resource. There's the other Razor Reflex. I want to get another one of these. We got some more. So take cover. Blocks for 4, pitches for 0, or sorry, pitches for 1, costs 0. Reload and defense for 4. That's nice. Fate Foreseen. I want to replace this with a take cover so I can reload over opt. I'd rather do that, because as long as I continually put stuff here or stuff here where I want it, I really don't need a Fate Foreseen. And same cost, same pitch, same defense, and it actually does what I want. So I'm going to be getting me another reload, but Fate Foreseen, opt 1 to look at the top card of your deck. Rise Above. I want to get a second one in here. It does cost 2, it pitches for 1, it defends for 4, but you may put a card from your hand on top of your deck rather than pay Rise Above cost, great for setting up the next turn. I have a yellow version, the defense for 3. I want to get another red version. Sorry for moving the camera a little bit, but I want to replace this with the red line version. All right, that's it for the defense reactions. Now we're going to go into some instants here. And yes, I run a decent chunk, but there's going to be some Wait, just making sure. Oh, never mind. I did that wrong. Let's just do it like that. I have some instants. I only have 4. Here we go. Memorial Ground is the next instant. Pitches for 2. Put target attack action card with cost 1 or less from your graveyard to the top of your deck. Put an arrow. Put your arrow cards back in. 2 yellow. I'd rather run the yellow than the red. That way, if you need to pitch one of these for a little bit more, you do. And then I got a red and a yellow Sigil of Solace. I'm wanting to get one more red Sigil of Solace. So I'll look at. Dang it, people keep. Okay, so red Sigil of Solace. I'm going to get 2, but I have a red and yellow one. The red Sigil of Solace gain 3. It's an instant for 0. The yellow one gain 2. It's an instant for 0. I've also been thinking of actually doing 2 yellow instead of 2 red. I'll see how that goes. I'm just not sure which one I want to do yet. Or I'll keep it 1 red, 1 yellow circumstantially. All right, for the non-attack actions, I have 1 3 of a kind that was in the trade with Kyle. Draw 3 cards until end of turn. You may only play cards from Arsenal. Go again. Once again, I want those 2 Arsenal spots. That's why. Overflex blue. So this is right now just in place for the other 3 of a kind. Your next 0 attacking +2 reload. Go again. These were the last 2 in the trade with Kyle. Knock the deck whistle. Cost 0. Pitched for 3. Defense for 3 if you want to do it that way. Azalea specialization. Search your deck for an arrow card. Reveal it. Then shuffle your deck and put it on top of your deck. Boom. You do Azalea's ability, and you're good to go. Reload. Go again. Which means you can just put any card in there, so you can set it up extremely quick. All right, here's the Overflex red. Instead of +2 to the attack, it's +4, but it's, yeah. Reload, go again. 2 of those. Take aim. The next ranger costs 0, pitches for 1. The next ranger attack action card you play this turn gains 3 attack, reload, go again. I have a reinforced line in here. Target defending attack action card gains +4, but I'm going to substitute it with a take aim. That instant also costs 0, by the way. Increased attention. It costs 1, pitches for 1. Your next arrow attack this turn gains +3, and defense reactions can't be played from hand. This chain link. Go again. I set it up like that, and with the combination of Levi, I won 2 of those in there. And then I don't know if I want to replace these or not. The next attack action card with cost 1 or less, you play this turn gains +3, go again. I think this is where I'm actually going to put a different card, but for right now, this is what I got in there. Cost 0, and it sets it up. The biggest difference between that and the take aim is take aim has reload, Nimblism does not. But that's everything in there. So we're going to quickly go back over this. Azalea. During your once per turn action, put a card from your arsenal on the bottom of your deck. If you do, put the top card of your deck face up into the arsenal. If it's an arrow card, it gains dominate until end of turn, go again. That's why I have so much to set up the arrows. It's fantastic. Redliner. Pay once per turn action, pay 0. If you have no cards in your arsenal, put an arrow card from your hand face up into your arsenal, go again. Fantastic way to do it if you don't have anything in your arsenal. The Bullseye Bracers, same thing as this, but it also gives +1 until end of turn, go again. It has the Arcane Barrier 1. If you would be dealt arcane damage, you may pay 1 instead. If you do prevent 1 arcane damage, that's source with deal. I haven't had to do that a lot, which is nice. But be able to set it up and put +1, great for a bolt and shot. Let me just put it that way. The Talismanic Lens, instant, destroy it. Look at the top 2 cards. You can potentially have an arrow card up there for Azalea's ability at the end of a turn or something. Bloodrock Brocade gain. I think I've already went over what that does. And then the Snapdragon Scalers. Destroy it. Target attack action card with cost 1 or less gains go again. Works on all of ours. So that's the deck. I've already told you what I'm going to replace with stuff in it, and then once I get the stuff to go in it, then I will do it again. And like I said, that deck list can actually change once Everfest comes out. This is probably the deck that I've gotten the most wins so far, both against Gerald and Kyle. It's my favorite deck, and we normally run Blitz Armories anyway, so it's perfect. I don't play this every time. I have others, because last thing I need to do is just keep destroying people with this so far, at least in this area. Alright, if you like this video, please hit the subscribe and you want more like this, including the pack-a-days, the live, once the live streams on YouTube just start steamrolling, those, and other deck techs, because I plan to do it with my other decks. This is TCG Tornado, signing out, and I will see you all in the next video.